Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. So let's get a message from the messengers for my Libras. We have Knight, card number 33. Oh, this is anticipation for me. So most things are the same at night as they are during the day. We just don't see everything. This is a time for rest, though, and rejuvenation because the dawn is coming. So this heralds something wonderful. This is time to get some rest, time to settle energy, not to be afraid of what comes next, but rather to prepare for what comes next. Because sure enough, there's going to be some possibly really amazing energy coming in next. Let's see. What is the Five of Pentacles? Okay, definitely a character needs to regroup at the moment. This is, for this snapshot of time, this is the night. This is the time. Oh gosh, here's a song. Here comes the nighttime. I can't think of who sings it. Five of Wands. Okay, big change is on the horizon. So the new dawn could bring massive change, but in this moment, I think our character is depleted. I think they're only looking at the things that haven't gone right. I think that there's all kinds of distress and overthinking. And it's like, whoa, okay, today, this is how the day made me feel. But thankfully, nighttime comes and there's really nothing that can be done, which is a blessing because it's time to rest. And sometimes when we get rested, we wake up the next day and a lot of things that we thought were impossible will have solutions. A lot of things that we thought were terrible won't look as bad. I cannot even believe this. We have yet another Five of Swords this time, the blocked energy, and then we have the Six of Wands. So we have a character who desperately wants to have success over a massive, this is that poopy caca day. Okay, this is just an awful day. Everything is rocky. Everything is like, I don't like this. I want this to change. I don't like that. I want it to change. I am driving myself crazy, trying to put out fires. There could be arguments, conflict, struggles. There could be all kinds of issues. And I don't usually look at it this way, but what I'm going to say is these three fives together, looking at it as a 15, maybe it was the 15th was a really hard day. Maybe in particular, there has just like everything came crashing down at once. And today's the 18th as I'm recording this, but I'm just kind of wondering if we have a character who's finally getting to a place of, okay, I can breathe again. Okay, there can be some success again. Okay, I got this now. It feels like a character is used to finding solutions, and the solutions will come, even though it's been a really rough ride. Losses, conflict with others, arguments that ended up with then we can't move forward at all. Everything just needs to calm down. Everything needs to just have a chance to cool off, and then there can be success again. What was at the center of all of this conflict and drama? Ace of Pentacles upright, Three of Swords in the reverse. Okay, so you notice that there's nothing in this yet to tell me what character we're dealing with. So this may not be Libra at all. This could be somebody else. But my first impression is that the center of all the conflict and drama was somebody said, look, this has caused me a lot of heartbreak and I'm done with the heartbreak. I'm going to go ahead and walk away, go down a new road. And this could be somebody who is breaking off maybe a karmic relationship. They're walking away from something that was very difficult so that they can have a better life, a better outcome. And that's when, all hell breaks loose. Oh my God, the whole family is like, what do you mean you can't be, divorcing? What do you mean you can't be walking away? The person who says, what do you mean you're walking away from me? I'm going to take you for everything you got. You're not going to have any money left. There's all kinds of blockages. You know what? Technically the car is in my name, so I'm keeping the car, so you can't drive away, blah, blah, blah. It could be a mess. This looks like a person who is going to find a way out of this, though, because remember, the reason they're doing this, the reason they want to have a new beginning, the reason they are facing the music right now, no matter how bumpy it is because they don't want to live in heartbreak, betrayal, and pain. They want to start fresh, but they've got to leave something behind. All those fives say change, 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 so that I can get out of this. But the act of getting themselves out of this is messy, and it does create a bunch of havoc. But I feel like somebody has made the announcement, so I'm leaving this relationship. I'm leaving this this job, I'm leaving this situationship. Wow, King of Wands. You know what's crazy? They're happy anyway. They're happy in spite of this. This is a character who they made their decision. And even though we're seeing the fallout, I mean, that's what this turns into. There's huge fallout, but it doesn't matter. This character is doing the thing that's right for them. They're doing the thing so that their heart can be whole. They're doing the thing that they actually feel passionate about, which is change. So let me go back over to the Knight. Let's go with this deck, if I can get a hold of it. Tell me about the change, or excuse me, the Knight. Because I feel like this is the difference between night and day. 8 of Pentacles. So they make this decree. It causes a ton of fallout. It's a bunch of upheaval. What I'm picturing right now, even with all the birds, it's like there's such a ripple effect. If this character is making the announcement, if our King of Wands is making the announcement, hi everyone, I'll be leaving. I'm going a different direction. I want to start my life in a different direction. Someplace I feel healthier, someplace I feel like I belong, someplace happier. Let me tell you, this is like it sets off a string of telephone calls to a whole big group of people, and there's all that kerfuffle, all those fives showed up, all these people getting involved, calling. They probably have 5 family members calling them, friends calling them. What do you mean you're gonna, I heard, so-and-so called me, they told me that you said that it's over, you said that you're moving, you're leaving, don't go. And they're going to hear a million different reasons from a bunch of different people about why they shouldn't follow their own decision, and they're not going to waver. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if friends, if family, if exes, it doesn't matter. Whoever is trying to stop them from making this choice, they're not going to be stopped. Instead, that day will come to a close, the day where they make the announcement and all the kerfuffle goes on, and then everybody goes night-night. And the next day, this plan is really being put in action. There's already been a lot of work put into this, and I think this is like everyone's just going to have to accept it. Change is happening. I don't know why so many people would be involved in this one king's choice to end something. Now, maybe this is like, this doesn't have to be about love. The only reason I suggest it is because of that heartbreak aspect. But let's say this is somebody who's decided they're going to sell the company, and this is all the investors, and this is, all the employees, and this is all the upper management, and, everybody's in a kerfuffle. Like, what do you mean you're selling the business? Well, I am, because I am, because I want to do this. And it's like, everyone's going to take a deep breath. The initial news is a shocker, but then it's time to calm down and relax. And the next day, the work begins with dissolving this. The next day, I feel like there's a lot that was already put into this king's decision. Tell me what made them make this decision. I mean, we can see that they don't want heartbreak. That's wow. We have the Chariot and we have the Judgment card. I cannot help but think this looks so much like a character who has been living a lie for a really long time. This King of Wands was living a lie. They have wanted to leave for a long time. They may have some other place that they want to reconcile. They could have somebody else that they're in love with. Maybe this is them wanting to go back to their Libra. Maybe this is a storyline about a person who wants to sell a business and return to, and some other place that they used to live, some other lifestyle that they used to live. But we see that they have wanted to leave and have known inside themselves for such a long time, I gotta go. This isn't right for me. For the purpose of this story, I'm gonna say it's probably the Libra that they want to go toward. But let me ask, tell me about the Judgment card. What is it that they're going back to? We have Page of Wands in the reverse. We have an Ace of Wands upright, and we have the Four of Wands. And this Four of Wands is like a parallel universe where they have dreamed. This Libra has stayed on their mind, has stayed in their heart, has stayed in their soul as like this beautiful dream of the alternate reality that they could have had, that they could have lived if only they had chosen this path in the first place. And we finally see them just getting up and going that way, right? We finally see them following their passion. This is not any small fleeting interest. This is something that over time it's become so clear to them, this is truly what I want. Now, they could have met Libra in a different town, a different place, during a vacation, during something that felt like it wasn't a real snapshot of what their real day-to-day life was like. And so they hold a memory of Libra of like, they're moving into Libra's world, whatever that means. They're the ones traveling to leave their world behind and go to Libra's world. They want to go back to Libra's world. So however it was when they met Libra, Libra's world has remained like I say, an alternate reality. Like if they could step through the vortex and be there, that's where they want to be. And they know it wholeheartedly. They love the memories that they have of what Libra's life, Libra's world looked like. Libra could have been wearing red or orange when they met Libra. There's something here. And look at the difference. They have this desk full of all these papers and all kinds of mess. And they stand here and they're kind of dressed in, kind of looks like a dirty hoodie, and then they're looking into this bright spot in their memory, and we have Libra dressed like some elegant I don't know, like maybe 1700s very ornate garb. I wonder if there's something where they felt when they met Libra like this feels like a past life connection, something along those lines. I mean, this is a Four of Wands. This is the life they would want to have. They played a role for a moment when they met Libra before. They felt like, oh my God, this is the life I want to be in. This is the tempo I want to live. This is how I would like it to be. This feels like it clicks. It feels like it's good for my soul. It feels like this is where I'm supposed to be. But I think that their time with Libra must have been cut short because then they had to like go home. So I don't know if this was a vacation meeting or a out of town. They were not in their normal environment. They stepped into Libra's world for just a moment and they loved it and it worked and it clicked, and they've never been able to shake off the idea that this is where I belong. This is where I have the deja vu that makes me feel like this clicks. This is where I'm supposed to be. So what was it that made them have to go back to their original world? We have Knight of Cups. We have Seven of Swords. Oh, wow. They had to keep acting like things were okay in the world that they lived in when it wasn't. And they completely squashed this. This was their secret. How they felt about Libra, the moment of joy that they experienced with Libra, a place that they felt they really belonged. They squashed this. Now, I think their initial plan was, I have to go back. I'm going to secretly get all my papers and books and everything, and then I'm going to kind of like run away from my previous life and go back to my Libra. And I think they finally decided, what good is that? I can't try to escape and go be with Libra, like be on the lam, more or less. I can't disappear from my original life. I need to become a King of Wands and announce it and deal with the fallout and not waver. See, I think they were very tempted first. Their first initial plan was, I'm going to instantly rush back to Libra, but I got to go back home. I got to get my books and papers. I got to, whatever, get my money out of my bank account, and then I can just disappear and I can just travel into Libra's life. And I think that they had kind of a dishonorable plan where it's like, I'm just going to run away with Libra. What changed? What made them realize, no, I have to handle this straightforward? And we can see the drama that it's producing. Six of Cups. Hold on. They could either have had a child with the previous connection, and it's like, what am I thinking? You don't run away from your responsibilities because you want to be with somebody else. We have the Tower and we have the Sun. I think that they did realize that they needed to end things thoroughly. I don't know if they simply saw themselves as a kid and they got embarrassed that they'd even had that idea of, I'll just go home, get my money and run and come and poof, be in Libra's life, and I'll leave my other life as a disaster behind me. This, to me, because of these two other cards, I don't think that they have a child that they were thinking about. I think they reflected and thought, how embarrassing would that be? I love this Libra. They're my soulmate. They're the person I want to be with. But if I come in like this little kid with nothing, say, I ran away from home so I can be with you, that could end things with Libra. And I think that this person, they actually were really, really relieved that they didn't pull that stunt. I feel like they got clarity, and I think that they realized, I need to handle this right. We have a lot of fire energy in this story. Right now we have Aries and Leo coming through. I think realizing that that would not have been the right way to handle it, even though they were sure tempted to just run away with Libra, they realized, I can't handle it that way. I have to handle it right. I have to speak my piece. I have to announce to everyone in my life, I am leaving this lifestyle. I'm going toward somebody else. I am going toward my Libra. I don't know if they're saying that part, but they are saying, I want to start my life over someplace else. I don't know if they're explaining that there's a Libra involved, but I do know that they're announcing an ending and they're leaving properly, wrapping up their life properly to be with Libra. Thank goodness, because that could have been a really embarrassing mess otherwise. Let me get one more here. Okay, did I say one? I guess I meant four. We have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the King of Pentacles, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So it's funny how their energy shifts. They're very passionate about this massive change that they're making. They feel really good about this. Now, when they think about, okay, what comes next? Because they make the announcement, I'm leaving this, it's over. Everybody goes into a kerfuffle. Nighttime comes. All the people on the telephone chain take a night off. Everybody gets some sleep, and the next day, plans are put into action. This character is closing out cycles. They are wrapping things up. They could be working really hard to like pack up their stuff, move their stuff, deal with whatever documents have to be dealt with, but it's happening. And from that point onward, that's where they start to close out that chapter of their life with balance and begin a new chapter moving toward the Libra with the intention of telling them the truth. I closed out a chapter. I've cut off a whole segment of my life, and I'm coming to you for something stable. Are you single? You know what I do really appreciate about this? This is not a character who is trying to monkey branch after all. They're not saying, well, I want to like go right from one relationship and to Libras before I close doors. They're closing a door fully. They're not going to have any landing pad in the event that Libra says, hard pass, not interested in you at this point. They're going to come to Libra and hope that Libra is still single. They don't know, but they're coming in with a genuine offer and hoping that Libra is single, even though they do not know. That's part of that balancing act. Like, well, now the moment of truth, I'll find out if Libra feels this way about me. I've cleaned up the things that I needed to. I've ended things. Now I can go to Libra and say, I am completely single, free, clean and clear. I don't have another life to go back to, but I'm here to try to build one with you. If you're interested, if you're single, if you'll have me. Good for them for being, someone who's doing it right in this storyline. Final message here for Libra. The Star. If this is what Libra wanted all along, this could be a wish come true for this storyline. It could be a wish come true. All right, I'm going to leave that one there. Whew, that was actually a really good one. All right, you guys, take care. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Bye.